louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful, where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life.
Hi guys. Hi. Why are you at home? Hi guys. This is my Sunday look. Bye. Hello. Hi guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is Monday and I'm prepping for a class that is going to happen by 12, and I need to plan in advance, at least go through the slides. I had created the slides before the first week of the semester. I have all my slides ready, even though they are new, and I like to do new slides. I am not that lecturer that likes to use old slides. In fact, things get really boring to me. I get really bored of old information, and so I always have to look for like new ways to make it better. So I'm going through my slide. And now make my laptop, the pink theme going on. So yeah, I like this view. This view is viewing. So as you know, again, my name is Dr. Marvelous. Dr. Marvelous. Dr. Marvelous. Let's ring a bell. And I am a CEO or preferably an entrepreneur, a lecturer, or let's rearrange it. I am first a lecturer, then an entrepreneur, then a HR strategist, then a HR builder, right? That's my MO, HR building. So I help individuals build platforms that help their team progress effectively without first investing massive budgets into it. So if yourself as a HR professional is thinking of something that would solve or make performance easy without spending so much money on all these platforms, right? All you have to do is think through it, ideate through it, and then create a prototype that your team can use, at least for the meantime, before you now hand it over to your tech team to make it grandiose. Grandiose, if that makes sense, right? And so that's what I teach HR professionals to do. Think out of the box, solve problems, not just say, oh, this is the problem, but even for HRs, both for HR directors, consultants, HR managers, people and culture, operations, all of them, to be able to think of an idea and actually do it without needing high budgets. And no matter how complicated the idea is, right? No matter how complicated the idea is, you should be able to ideate, think through it. Your team can brainstorm and find a solution, right? And once you've thought of that solution, you should be able to walk it through. So that's what I teach you how to do: the thought process, the building process, and the innovation process. And those are the those are the tiers of courses I have. So I have the thinker process, which is free. I have the builder process, which is paid, and the innovator process, which is also paid, or tier, if you can say that. So in each of them, you have courses, you have live sessions with me. I'll walk you through everything. I'll walk you through how it works, what to do, what have you learned previously. And you know, I'm a lecturer, so I clearly know how to teach appropriately teach appropriately without making you feel like you're stressing me, because my job is to ensure you learn. I always tell my students, you're here to learn, and so you're gonna learn. And it's easy, honestly, and it's not, what I'm teaching is not just how to use no code specifically. It is no code, but it's not how to use no code. I don't know if you understand me. It is no code, but it is not how to use no code. You will hear the rest when we talk, like live session. This is a sneak peek. But anyway, let's not deviate. Yes, let's not deviate from what we are actually doing right now. And I think what I'm going to just do is cut out that part and post it. Or let me just do this one and I'll do the video again. So yeah, I'm supposed to have my class. I wish I had more video cameras so I could just record myself in 2 views. So because I like this view, right? I may not like the view from my laptop because usually that's how I record, but like I like this view. So I'll have to pause and come back. Let me record my Instagram video and I'll come back. Yeah. Okay, so I'm done with my video now. I think the angle is very different now. But yeah, I'm done with my video and I'm just gonna edit it. And yeah, so I was talking about how I'm preparing for my class, and this class is about hold up. This class is about performance planning and goal setting, which is really important. Many people don't understand that before you decide to evaluate or do like a performance review, it's always important to align with your employees first. Okay, this is exactly what I need you to do, and because I need you to do this, this is what I'm going to test you on or evaluate you on when at the end of this first quarter or at the end of the second quarter. Now, a lot of employers bring up different expectations at different times. Okay, so if something does not satisfy their goal, they just tell you, oh, we are thinking of, based on, I'm going to give you a story. Don't worry, I'll give you a story. Let me even give the story now. Why am I even waiting? I worked with someone that when we first started, I wasn't employed. I was supposed to have just done like recruitment for him. So recruitment is a win or win. It's not a win. How about I explain it? Like, you can't really say you get the best employee immediately because you can't really trust or test him, like vouch for human beings per se. But you're hoping that you're able to assess and get the right candidates for specific roles. And now what I've learned is that it gets hard to employ some roles and it gets easy to employ some roles. Do you understand? And so this particular one was hard. It was hard because it was even towards the end, and I'd even employed, if they say somebody did recruitment training, that's what I did. I will not even lie. It's not like I've not recruited before, but I've always recruited easily because of the kind of circle and the kind of people I had to recruit for oil and gas, which was really different. But this one was logistics, and I realized that everything is not similar everywhere. There's some group of people that are difficult to get based on requirements and all of those things, right? So I now got recruited. I noticed some things from the beginning, and I was like, am I sure I want to be here? But it was good money. I mean, it was okay money, not good, but like it was okay. I believe that if I put experience plus the money, it's worth it, right? And I don't have to stay there forever, but I didn't plan to leave at the moment that I left. Actually, I felt really betrayed along the line because I take my heart and soul into anything I do. Like, I legit do it with my spirit. Like, I give it to you, bam, take. I can do anything if I'm working for you, just so that your brand grows. Hold on. Hello. Just so that your brand grows. But this particular person, I'll give you part 2 later, but let me see if I can run through. This particular person just didn't care. He kept on changing things. I think the only people that had standard, and I was always trying to impress for no just cause. I was trying to impress, and I was just like, guy, I'll suggest this, you say this. The one you're giving me is not working. I'm giving you this one, you're saying, see, I just tire. And I'm someone that likes to, and this is when I was not really in my building era at that time, and that was last year. I wasn't really in my building era, but I was getting there. So if I'm already getting to that type of state of mind and somebody wants to pull me out of it, I say goodbye, boo. You're not gonna take me back. So I really did have an issue. Okay, sorry for the break in transmission. I was having a conversation about building, and this particular tech guy was like, I'm trying to take their job because of the thought process that went into it. Of course, they will always do it better than me, but the whole point, I was trying to tell him that the whole point is being able to think out of the box and find a solution, instead of having headache about when are they going to fix it. Okay, when would IT have time for me? You get, like he said, he identified some things that from a tech guy's point of view should function a certain way, and I'll take that into correction and fix that. But that's what I want to teach you, and that's why you have to pay for it. But anyway, let's focus on what I was talking about, performance management. I was telling a story, right? Hey, Jesus. Yes, I was telling a story, and he was supposed to increase my salary after doing everything, employing. How many new staff did I employ? I think 2 extra, because we didn't need a lot of people, and he wanted to fill a certain role, so we couldn't even fill other roles. So he now said that, because that wasn't the agreement too. And I said, because the other roles are not filled, he's not going to give me an increase at all. If you had said, I won't give you the increase you're expecting, that would have been a different ballgame. But like, you broke your word, your written word and your spoken word in a January email. I was so disappointed. I couldn't comprehend the level of disappointments. At that point, I had shut out already. I was already out. But I was like, I'm sure something can change. Let's see if something can change. And I realized, I think my boss is also the instigator of a lot of things that have been happening within the company. I don't know if it's just me. I feel like some bosses are the reason why things are happening badly. And I don't want to go into details. Then I also now found out some things I'm not supposed to now find out. And I was like, hey, this is a sign. You have to be going. And I just said, see, before we explode, my brain will explode. Let me just work out. You understand? And I was working remotely. It's not affecting my lecturing job at all, but I had to leave it alone because of the level of anxiety. Someone said that if you think of a person or a job and you have anxiety, just know it's time for you to go. And so that was what it was, and I had to leave. What I did after leaving, I'm not going to talk about it, but I left. And I don't like people that are not true to their words. They can't keep their words. They can't keep both written, spoken, oral, everything. They cannot keep it. and they claim to be Christians. That's what the part that pissed me off. I'm a very good Christian, and I cannot overemphasize that. And so when I expect people to operate on a certain capacity and they're not operating there, they think that they're doing something good, but they're not doing something good. You want God to bless you, but you're not doing the right thing. Like, I don't get it. Anywho, so back to it. My class is by 12 and this is 10:49. So, what was I saying? Each employee defines personal targets that reflect their roles, responsibilities, and areas for growth, creating ownership and clarity for every level, which will help each of the employees to effectively perform their task accurately. So, this is just my thought process. And of course, the individual goals have to be aligned with the organizational goals. Like, everybody is in sync. The goal is to ensure that every employee is compliant and everybody is doing what they're supposed to do. Systems are in place. And I forgot to mention, I was the only one operating on that role. I was the department, the HR department. Do you understand? Then somehow some people were added to me, but they have other roles. Now these people were complaining because they had to do a bit of what I was doing. You don't know what I do here. I'll go to class, I'll make sure I teach all my classes, I'll still come back and interview, I'll still come back and do this, do that. Like, how do you think if you were in my shoes, you'd be able to operate well? But I was still able to try my best. And I just do not like, I like people saying, oh, this is not what you're doing, this is what you're doing. Don't commend people when it make you feel like a good person, and then not commend. So I don't know, I feel like my English is going out of line. Then why does goal setting matter? Very, very important. It provides direction. Everybody knows what we're trying to target now. It improves performance. So there are some level of performance that cannot be improved if you don't. So if you're trying to recruit someone for a position and you realize you've not been able to recruit people, not because of anything, it could be that your organization doesn't have a good reputation in the public. So it means that you may have to either fix your reputation, you have to fix your reputation and you have to increase the salary. Yeah, and it's looking like there's no level of job security within your organization. People are not going to be there. People will not want to quit their job for you. Hello. Anyway, it enhances accountability. It enables proper measurements, like accurate measurements, clarity, clarified or defined goals, straightforward to track progress and identify the gaps in there. We all know SMART framework, right? Specific, measurable, achievable or attainable, relevant or realistic, time bound. What is a weak versus a strong goal? Now, a weak versus a strong goal is a weak goal improves performance. Sorry. I say a weak goal is vague, no measurement, no timeline, no direction. Performance is not improved, right? The goal of an organization is for performance to improve, but the performance is not improving. Now, a strong goal will increase sorry, these are the things that I'll call. If you don't go through it tonight, you end up saying rubbish. So performance will improve. The goal is to improve performance. Performance will improve, but maybe not to the degree in which you want it to be improved. Everything is to be vague, to be clear, no measurement, no timeline, no direction when the goal is not accurate. You're not saying specificity, you're not being specific. Your goals are just vague. But strong goals are very specific. And it could be like increase customer satisfaction score by 15% within 3 months. That's very clear. You must get 5,000 riders within 3 months. Clear. Now, in order to get 5,000 riders within 3 months, what do you have to do? You state it out. You realize that when you state it out, you now realize whether is it possible to get 5,000 riders in 3 months. If it's not possible, then you can now review it and now make it more realistic. Specific targets, measurable outcomes, clear time frame, actionable and relevant. A strong goal leaves no room for ambiguity. Anyone reading it should immediately understand what is being achieved and how much improvement is expected and when. What is KPI? Key performance indicators. So if you've heard of KPI, you've heard of key performance indicators. KPIs are quantifiable. See, these are the issues. They are quantifiable measures used to evaluate how effective an individual is. There are things that are used to measure how effective an individual is, team or the organization, in achieving the key objectives, and choosing the right key performance indicators that performance conversions are grounded in evidence rather than subjective impressions. So performance indicators, they're looking at sales targets, customer satisfaction, task completion rates. For sales targets, it could be revenue generated, number of deals cleared. For customer satisfaction, net promoter score, NPS. For task completion rates, percentage of project tasks and deliverables completed. Then you now link your goals to the organizational strategy, and this can be done through individual goals, organizational goals, department goals. Effective performance planning doesn't happen in isolation. You have to involve all the 3 key areas: as the individuals, the organization, the company's vision and strategy, priorities, department, team objective that supports the strategy. Then what are the common goal setting mistakes? Vague goals, no timeline, unrealistic targets. Like I said, 5,000 in 3 months. Is it possible? If it is impossible but you decide to go about it, that's unrealistic target. No measurement criteria. How would you be able to measure that even though 5,000 wasn't met, this percentage of improvement was reached? How would you be able to identify that? If that's not there, then there's no measurement criteria for that. So I like each person to use the Smart Builder. Open Smart Builder, log into the platform and navigate to the Smart Builder module in your performance dashboard. Write your goal, draft a performance goal using what you have learned about the SMART framework in today's session. Then receive AI feedback, performance analysis, your goal against SMART criteria, provides instant structured feedback. Iterate and then improve. Refine your goal based on feedback. So in class, they are required to write one SMART goal using the framework: SMART, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound. Check it against each criterion before moving on. Then the goals. define, enter your goals into the builder, the inflection point. What exactly do I want to achieve? That will guide you in the kind of smart goal to choose. How will I know when I have succeeded? Is this goal realistic even my current resource and workload? Does this goal connect to a broader team, organizational priority? What is my target date for achieving this goal? Long goals are not written in one attempt. The iterative process of drafting, reviewing. Okay, I think I'm good to go. Good to go. Hey. So hi guys, I'm back from my class, and it was a good class, to be honest. It was really good, and I had a lot of running around to do. Like I was trying to explain to someone that as lecturers, we assume that what we do alone, so it's like what we do alone has a lot to do with let me just turn off these lights. I don't know why that one is blinking, but ignore it. So what we do is not just to go to class and teach. We have to do research, we have to do administrative work. We are like all round. We have to be able to do everything all round, literally, like, and be able to manage our life. Although there's some sort of flexibility in there, which I love about lecturing, is very flexible, and you can do a lot of things in between. But apart from that, it's pretty much a lot. Yeah, it's a lot, but you can also still manage yourself with God on your side. A normal person cannot. I'm not exaggerate. Someone said I like to exaggerate too much. I don't think I exaggerate too much, right? But I want to talk about something that I have noticed. I feel like a lot of people have lost their childlike tendencies. Like, they're not childlike anymore. And so when I forget, because sometimes it happens, but sometimes because of how you see me in the open, you assume I'm not like that. So if you pay attention to me very well, you will be able to know when I'm stepping into the childlike zone and I'm bringing myself back in between all of that. I tend to express it in my communication, when I'm explaining, most especially when I'm comfortable and I'm chilled, like nothing is bothering me mentally, physically, psychologically. Even if anything is bothering me, I turn it into something positive. I'm able to embrace both realities of life and flow. Like, I'm good with embracing. So I kind of technically have an issue with people that don't know how to embrace both. Like, because you'll be frustrated, because it cannot always go this way. It could go this way, and if it goes this way, I'm still gonna be happy. If it goes this way, I'm still gonna be happy, right? It could be worse. That's my term. I used to say it could go worse. So if it didn't go the way you wanted it to go, it could have been worse. You should think about that and think about the worst thing that can happen in this situation. And so that's it. So a lot of people don't operate to their, it's not about feminine or masculine energy, their childlike tendencies. And maybe that's why I'm more creative. I don't know. If I'm wrong, please let me know. Maybe that's why I'm more creative, or I'm creative, or more creative than the average person within my age bracket, and within my circle, within my profession, is the fact that I still have childlike tendencies. And I think that's also a reason why I still appear pretty younger. I don't know. I might be wrong. But I don't see myself as an older person. I wouldn't be seeing myself as an older person now or in the future. Would I get older, advance in age? Yes. But physically, no. I'm not going to subscribe with that with you. I'm going to continuously look younger every single year. If I'm turning the next year, I will look times 5 younger, times 6 younger. I'll start looking younger. I age, in terms of look, backwards. Age, we are still moving on. I don't know if I'm saying makes sense, but yeah. Why am I mentioning this childlike thing? I think yesterday was Sunday, and when I made my glasses, I have like this stuff on my glasses, right? These things, and I have like different types of it. And I noticed that a lot of people don't do it. Like in Nigeria, it's not very common. It's just very few people that do it. And the reason why I have this is I don't want to be dropping my glasses just anywhere. One, I don't have a choice but to wear glasses because I have to see sometimes, and the seeing is not that I cannot see like this, but I need to just see sometimes, and it's important. I can do without it with short distances, but when it has to do with longer distances, I have to wear. So I might just be tired and take it out and put it on my body, and I don't want to use the cloth one, which is very geekish. This is very nice. So I have different types. So I never thought that people would use it. So I've been using it for 3 months now. And I saw someone in church that also was using it, of which I didn't notice before. And I was like, oh, I'm influencing somebody. And I forgot where I was. I'm mostly comported outside. I forgot where I was. I was like, and I had to like, and I noticed somebody around me was not as excited as I was. And I was like, why are everybody so serious about something you could be excited about? Oh my God, that's my color. Oh my God, we're wearing the same color. You know, like this type of excitement. A lot of people don't have it. And I understand that it has a lot to do with how they see life at the moment. But you can't really do anything about it. Like, you can't really, in the grand scheme of things, you can work towards making your life better, but you can't change it. So you can accept what it is for what it is right now and work towards making it better. But I'm not going to be sad because it's not going my way. Just the same way I'm not going to be sad that I am single. And I'm not single because I cannot get married. It's because I've seen a lot of things and I don't want to mistakenly marry dragon. Yeah. So anyway, I don't like talking about relationship or marriage at all because I feel like that's my business. And when it's time for me to talk about it, I will. But I'll just make this statement. I don't want to mistakenly marry dragon because I know I've been in some weird ass relationships and I'm just like, no. I would rather stay single than to marry this group of people. So please. So apart from that, I'm not really like, of course, when I turn on social media and I see people get mad, like, oh, this is so sweet. I wish it was me. I'll be daydreaming as I'm watching it. But it doesn't go beyond that. I will not now be sad because of that. No. I switched to joke. I switched to maybe building. I switched to watching a movie. Maybe I forgot to watch a movie. I switched to that. I'm not taking anything personal. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Life moves on. Life goes on. You understand? If I meet someone tomorrow, oh, great, you're here. I won't use previous experience to judge present because, I mean, everybody's different. Everybody comes with their different brouhaha. But there's always a teeny bit of similarity here and there. Just like the way men keep on saying that most women behave the same way, of which that's not true. We might have the same similarities in terms of likes and dislikes, but we're two different people. Now, for men, I don't believe anybody is the same. I don't believe all men are the same. I believe there are great men and there are men that are not great. I don't intend to insult anybody. However, I feel like men have certain tendencies that feels like they are all in the same group chat. And I'm like, what's happening? Is it a group chat thing? Or it's something they're consuming, or it's just their society, their environment? Because what's going on? Anyway, I don't want to talk about, like I said, I don't want to talk about relationship, but that's what it is. Okay. Also, we're going for something called the Holt Prize, and Covenant University students are going for this prize at a specific location. When I get there, I'll mention the location. I don't intend to mention the location at the moment. So I'm supposed to go with them, or I am going with them, not supposed to. I am going with them to guide them, right? And I pray that we win. Maybe by the time I'm posting this video, they would have won. I'll be like, yeah, we won! I pray they win and come back with the prize. That'd be so great. God answers me, and I pray that we win and come out flying colors, right? And so, yeah. Okay, so I'm expecting something, and it's not here yet. I know the road is really bad, but how am I going to carry the thing to my house now? Maybe I'll just leave it in my office. And then when I get a car, tomorrow or next tomorrow, I'll take it home. I think that's a good idea. That is a good idea. Instead of giving myself headache, that is not for the world. But if it's something I can carry home, I'll just carry it home. Yeah. I don't really like forcing people to do anything. I mostly can do it myself or find an alternative. But like, it's just me, Sha. I like to do things on my own. And when I give people the opportunity to actually help me and they don't, I don't hold it against them. I just feel like, oh, maybe it's not the time, and then I look for another alternative. And then I'll be sad because the person did not help me. Who died? Who died? So yeah, that's it. I'm waiting. That's the only reason why I'm here. And I'm trying to sign into the Wi-Fi, but it's not working. Which is why I hope my phone is charging. So let me check whether my phone is charging, and I'll be back. I'm having white hair in my hair, but I'm not going to say the age of today having white hair because you're going to know my present age, and I don't want to have to talk about it. Not like I'm shy or anything. I love to say my age because I always get a really? But I don't intend to talk about it, so it's not important. It's not putting food in my pocket, putting food in my mouth, or putting money in my pocket. So not an important information. When it's important, I'll let the world know. Until then, maybe this year, I'm not sure. I'm supposed to mark my birthday this year. Let's see how it goes. They should just send me money. Money. I don't think anybody has ever thrown birthday for me. That's what's funny. I've never been thrown a birthday. A birthday has not been thrown for me before. I think the only birthday I threw was when I was 10. A proper birthday was when I was 10 and my sister was 1, and we are both September, and so we did it together. Okay, that just tells the gap. Anyway, I didn't want to say it. Anyway, I didn't see when. Yeah, so yeah. I didn't want to mention it, but yeah, that's pretty much the gap between I and my junior sister. I'm just 2 girls. Don't worry, you're going to see us on here. We're going to have like a video, even though she annoys me half of the time. all of the time. Like, the only time she's not annoying me is like 2/4 of the time, like quarter of the time. But yeah, this is what it is. We can do nothing about it, so we're just gonna enjoy it till Jesus comes. Yeah. Anywho, and I feel like that's how marriage should be. Like, you know, the way you can't throw away your spouse, you can't throw away your sibling just because they are not behaving well. That's the same way you should treat your partner. You should be able to adapt, and then people should be considerate. Like, anything you're not going to accept, why are you doing it to somebody's child? If someone slap you now and you will have a problem with it, why on earth would you be slapping somebody else's daughter? Why? Anything they do to you that you will not be happy with, why are you doing it to somebody else? That's how I see life. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. But then again, people are very much twisted, and Jesus Christ will come and save them if they agree to be saved. Oh yeah, just try out this thing. I'm supposed to review something, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm supposed to review a platform. So like I always say, I am the HR who builds. I have a course called HR Builds, and I've tried to introduce my students to it, but they're so lazy. The students of nowadays are so lazy. I don't even want to see, honestly, I don't want anybody to say the Nigerian educational system is not working. Maybe the previous people that taught you, they are not. But you see the ones that, the lecturers that exist, they are trying their best. And these students are draining the living daylight out of, I don't know, like parents, are you not training your children? Like, you do not try to imbibe learning into your child. There's nothing I've not tried to make sure that my students learn, to make the class fun, to make it engaging, to make it exciting, to make them learn. But guess what? They just want to be given free marks for no just cause. They don't want to work hard. They want to engage their brain. I know I watched somebody's video, and the person is okay to think in that manner because they are not within the academic space. So when you are outside looking in, you say, based on how you were taught, you think that the world still operates in that same setting. I don't repeat slide. You cannot get my slide of last year and it will remain the same this year. And I know that there are so many lecturers that try their very, well, I'm not saying that there are no lecturers that don't try their very best, but because of people like us that are always innovative, it forces other people to want to, even if they don't want to, right? And so, when we do that, it's so daunting. It's so daunting, and that's also a reason why I won't be filling the questionnaire. Not because I don't believe in what he's doing, but because I am in the system, the academic system that I know very well that we are trying our best. But you see these Gen Z and Gen Alphas, oh Jesus, I don't know what's gonna happen with the ones that are coming, but you see these ones that exist, cray. Jesus has to take the wheel. Like, there's nothing, I've not tried to engage them, and I don't even understand. I'm not understanding, no. I don't know. Maybe I'll do personal prayer. So it's not a situation of I just prayed. It's a lot. So I don't really blame lecturers when they don't want to try again, because it's frustrating. The country is frustrating. Your students are frustrating. This one is frustrating. That one is frustrating. So at what point are you like balanced enough to actually care? Like, that's just what I'm saying. See, these videos that I've done today, I probably would just post them as part 1, part 2, part 3 because it's so long and I don't want to post 1 hour video because I have a lot to say. I'm going to say my mind cautiously. The other unconscious ones will be said in my house where there are no cameras. But I'm just saying, like, it's crazy. You think we're not putting in as much effort, but we are doing so much that is very stressful. You're doing so much, and that's why I prefer to be a lecturer, because I can try to make a difference, try to cultivate the minds of students the best of my capabilities, whether with AI or without AI. So even if people keep on shouting, oh, the AI, blah, 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 so I'll make sure we use it to make them smart. That's me. Somebody else might not see it that way, but that's how I see it. Use what is happening to make them better. But you see these students. Oh, it's a lot. That's what I can say. It's a whole lot. It's a whole damn lot. I have to make them talk. I have to make them critically analyze. I have to make them use their brain. I'm sure some of the students think that I'm being mean to them, but if I don't try my best, what will I gain? Like, why did I come to this profession? I didn't come here because it's my last resort. It's because I have tried and tested others, and I realize I am comfortable being a teacher, and it comes natural to me, and I'm passionate about passing knowledge. I'm as good as a preacher, but in the academic space. That's just what it is at the end of the day. When I was doing my master's, I used to be in children's church, and I was literally, we're only just 2 teachers in that children's church. Were we 2? Okay, we're 3. I was the only young person. And no matter how frustrating they were, because those ones are special breed of children, no matter how frustrating they were, I was happy I was there. Like, I was always happy I was there. Even when I was a teenager, I was always happy I was around kids. I may not hear anything that they preach on Sunday, but the fact that I can talk to a child, or can be a child's crying, I pet them. So I think recently I almost cried about something, and I was like, look at me now, that from the age of 5, 6, how you say, how come I can remember? I can. From the age of 5, 6, I used to go and play with babies. Like, I used to take care. I knew how to take care of babies. Babies. I thought I would open a crèche. That's how much I love babies. My plan is to adopt kids. See me now that has that state of mind about kids. I don't have a kid yet. It almost made me cry. As I'm even saying it, I feel like crying, to be honest. It's very painful, but what can man do? You can't really do anything about it. It's very upsetting, and I would not, by the grace of God. I'd rather go and adopt a child. I will not, by the grace of God, have a child out of wedlock. I don't want to. I will not. I know why. I don't intend to talk about it, but I will not, by the grace of God. It's not even by my power, but by God's grace. I've stayed to this point in my age. I will not, no, God forbid. I will not. So, like, but it's upsetting. Like, I felt like crying just now. Like, I used to see, because I was looking at someone's child and I was like, see me, like, if I was a mommy, I'll be a wonderful mommy. But see, I don't have a child now. It's not even about I don't have a husband. It's the fact that I don't have a child that got to me outside. And I love children like mad. I know how to take care of them. It comes very natural to me, and it's a safe place. It's psychologically okay. Like, I accept their tantrum throwing and whatnot. I might be like, my patience might be running out a bit, but it is what it is. It runs over and comes back. It runs over, comes back, kind of thing. But yeah, everything will happen in its time, and I'm good for it. It was previously that I used to be very sad about it, but it's fine. It's fine. I have a plan, right? I have a plan. Everything will work out for my good. I just need to have plenty of money. Let me just make my money, focus on making my money. When the man comes, we get married, we have our child. If I want a child, I adopt, period. Like, I adopt. I leave the country, Nigeria, and adopt outside the country, period, and stay there. Yeah, that's the worst case scenario. But I'm just saying, like, it is what it is. So, like, when I saw the video, I understand his point of view, but that's not the reality because we try. Some lecturers have tried so hard. We're having a meeting not long ago and we're like, wow, Otisu us. I'm not Yoruba. You know, they say Otisu me. Otisu us. We are sued. We are tired. I don't know if that made sense, but I'm saying that we're tired because some students, you pursue them, you badly behaved kids that their parents came to dump for us. It's crazy. Just badly behaved, you don't want to use hard hand, too much of hard hand, say, oh, these are my parents brought me, you just kill them. So you have to understand. It's a lot. I'm not even gonna lie, it's a whole lot. But yeah, when you're inside looking out, it makes it look like the industry is not engaging with academia at all. Like, it's not engaging in academia at all. And that's the issue. When you're outside looking in, you think that the lecturers are not doing their job and they don't know what they are saying half of the time, but that's not the truth. But for someone that has been in the industry and I'm now in academia, I know for a fact that industry hardly engages. To even get people to come and talk, to come and give pep talk, motivate, be part of a project, just join us. Just say, oh, the students of so and so business management can come and do like maybe 1 month industrial visit or 1 week industrial visit where we put them through short course training, something, and then employ them somehow, right? And you get, sorry, hold up. Okay, great. Anyway, hold up, and you get some form of, talent. The talent pipeline is coming easily. You're not going to be complaining that you don't have the right employees, right? Because you're connected to the academic space. You're recommending. There's no how. Companies like, I'm going to mention consulting firms because I am HR. McKinsey, KPMG, Philips Consulting, all the whole, then maybe like other companies, PwC, is it PwC? PwD is a bus stop, PwC, and all the likes, Lloyds and likes. There's no how they will say, this is what we want the generation of students to know. And these are the universities that we're going to engage with so that these students will know these things. You know, it will take anybody to do that. And once you do that, you will not need to train a new employee because the students are already trained to know all of these things. Just pay me. I shall let you, see, me, my brain is for advice. Just pay me to advise you. I will give you more than what you are thinking. I was created for this. Advice, ideas, innovation. Marvelous Behavior was created for this. I'm not exaggerating. It's not the fact. I know what I'm talking about. I'll tell you what to do. And there are ways to enter. There are ways to enter these universities. And anyway, pay me first. When you pay me first, I'll let you know. The one I told you is enough. So it's very stressful. Very, very stressful. Very, very stressful. But with God, all things are possible. And we'll keep on doing our best physically and praying spiritually. Yeah, because you have to go purposeful. faith without work is dead. So you have to do something. Yeah, so I'm gonna be reviewing this stuff and I have to go now. So next time I do like a vlog, maybe tomorrow I'll vlog again because I need to pad it up and then cut them into different bit sizes and post. I'm supposed to launch my YouTube channel with 4 videos, so that's what I'm trying to do. And yeah, I think I'm enjoying this process. So yeah, until next time, bye guys.